Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a video that's been requested a few times on strong, good lasting perfumes that don't have vanilla in. Vanilla is used in so many new perfumes at the moment, and I know if you don't like vanilla, that makes perfume shopping really difficult, especially if you want a really strong one. So I have gone through my collection, curated a selection of great long lasting perfumes that have no vanilla. If you're new here, then hello, welcome, we're all about perfume. I have hundreds of videos just like this going through whole perfume collections, and of course my blog as well, SokiLondon.com, with detailed articles, and that's where you can also shop my fragrance Empress that came out this year. And if you're a regular viewer, do make sure that you are subscribed and give the video a thumbs up, that really helps me. But before we get into the perfumes, I want to say a big thank you to today's video sponsor, Luisa Jewelry, my favorite jewelry brand. I have a new discount code for you guys. Soki20 is going to get you 20% off everything on their site. They are a beautiful, sustainable jewelry brand, carbon neutral, water neutral, and they use recycled gold to create the most stunning jewelry that I'm always wearing. This heart necklace has been my favorite over this like holiday winter season. It's a bit sort of bigger than a lot of necklaces I wear, so it really stands out. I think it's really pretty. And you'll probably notice the rings that I wear in like every video. These are all from Luisa Jewelry as well. I really like this one that crosses over as well with the diamantes in. I get compliments on that all the time. And I have a new bracelet as well to show you, which is a really pretty pearl and like gold flower pattern on it. And I tend to wear these like black bodysuits quite a lot in the winter because it's cold, and it really stands out against the black, so I can still have my jumper over my hands and still have nice jewelry standing out. They ship worldwide and they're really fast. Honestly, it comes from America with DHL and it's like less than a week before I get my orders, so it's really impressive fast shipping. And it's great to know that you've got sustainably sourced jewelry, and the idea of using recycled gold I think is just genius. So the link in the description box, guys, to where you can get the offer for 20% off everything. They have beautiful gift sets and everything for Christmas, great for gifting. So the code Soki20 is going to give you 20% off at Ana Luisa. Cool, so let's get into the perfumes. So my first recommendation, and it's one that I actually have here in a little mini, is Viktor&Rolf Flowerbomb. Now this has been out for quite a while, sort of over 10 years I think, and it was super popular when it first came out, and it's really known for being one of those fragrances that you can absolutely smell on people. It really lasts, it's really strong, and it doesn't have any vanilla in. And this is the original Flowerbomb Eau de Parfum. They released a new one, like Nectar I think it's called, earlier this year, that does have vanilla in, but the original is definitely the strongest and probably the best. It has quite a lot of patchouli in, so if you don't like patchouli, this probably isn't for you. But it also has some beautiful orchid notes in here. It's very feminine, floral, pretty feminine, and it becomes your signature scent. People can smell it on you a mile away. And I actually had the hand cream of this, or was it the body lotion that I was using, and I'd use it every night before bed, and literally like all night I could smell Flowerbomb, and really nice concentrated body products they make. So that's definitely like one of my top recommendations for a really good lasting perfume that doesn't have the sweetness in, that doesn't have vanilla in. Next up is from the Miss Dior collection. Now this is Miss Dior Absolutely Blooming. It's an eau de parfum, and this is the only Miss Dior perfume left that is like really strong and good for lasting. They've reformulated the normal original Miss Dior Eau de Parfum. It's much lighter now. Blooming Bouquet is gorgeous but very light peony. Absolutely Blooming is the one that lasts the best now. It has lots of berry notes in here and a patchouli base. It has some similarities with my perfume Empress, and this is very much the type of perfume that I like, especially in the winter. Again, it's the patchouli which makes it last, but it has these really pretty fruity notes in as well, which are make it a bit fun and a little bit girly. It is an eau de parfum, and I'm really worried that this is going to get discontinued because they seem to be changing all the Miss Dior perfumes to just be really light. It is quite expensive these days. The prices keep going up and up and up. I think it's now over £100 for the 100ml, but this I think is the 50ml. So they are beautifully presented. The gift sets and everything for Christmas are just stunning from Dior. I love them, but they are quite pricey. But it is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance, and it's not got any sweet vanilla. Instead, it's that fruitiness with the patchouli. So if you're not a patchouli fan either, I have some recommendations here from Hugo Boss. Their women's fragrance range called The Scent. They come in these bottles, and there's quite a lot of them now, maybe 6, and they're quite peachy. Most of them are quite fresh. Last year, I think it was, they released this perfume called The Scent Le Parfum, and it's much stronger than any of the others, and it doesn't have that lightness to it. Instead, it's a beautiful woody fragrance. It's elegant, it's warm, it's autumnal, wintry, and it's woody without being masculine. It uses orange blossom to really make it feminine, and I think it's kind of inspired by an oud, but it doesn't smell like oud at all. It smells woody and then that feminine orange blossom. So I really like this, and it really lasts on you as well when you spray it, and it's a bit of a hidden gem because it just kind of looks the same as all the others, but it isn't. So that's the Hugo Boss The Scent Le Parfum. Another great fragrance for lasting is Armani Si Intense. This is the 2022 version or 21 version. They used to have one that came in a black bottle that was called Intense. That's discontinued, and this is a different smell. This uses like a cassis blackcurrant note alongside a hint of rose and a bit of an ambery base. I find this really beautiful. I wore this on Christmas Day last year, and I love the blackcurrant in here. You guys know I love blackcurrant, but then having all these other notes in there really helps give it volume and lasting power. And the original Armani Si does have vanilla in. It has that sweet undertone, whereas the Intense version doesn't, but it's really good for lasting. I think this is the best for lasting out of all the Armani Sis. If you want to go down a more floral route, then one of the new releases from Lancôme La Vie Est Belle is called Oui La Vie Est Belle. Wanted to show you the packaging because it has this gorgeous like spray of gold on it, and then the bottle also has this gold spray. Now this has a decent amount of iris in, but it also has a slight sweetness and powderiness to it. Iris is quite a powdery floral note. It really lasts. It's a very classic fragrance, quite sort of sophisticated, grown up. You could wear this like to the office. It's quite professional, I think. And its iris for me is more of a heavy floral. It's more towards the autumn winter, but it's definitely elegant and it's definitely good for lasting. And even though it has these like sugary notes, the iris really is the main note, and it doesn't have any like sickliness, anything like a vanilla in it. So unlike all the other La Vie Est Belles, pretty much all of them have quite a strong vanilla note in it. This one doesn't, it's iris. One that I have been loving is the new Le Petit Robe Noire Intense from Guerlain. They used to have an old Intense version that came in a blue bottle. This is the new one from 2022, which comes in this darker bottle. Le Petit Robe Noire, if you don't know it, is such a beautiful cherry and almond fragrance, the original. That original one does have some vanilla in, whereas this new Intense version doesn't. It still has some sweetness from a bit of a cotton candy fluffy note, but it uses blueberry, which is quite unusual, and then it's got a beautiful rose heart and a slightly woody patchouli base. There's a bit of orange blossom in here. I think it's a really nicely combined fragrance that feels very feminine. It feels classy. It's not too sweet. Don't be put off by the cotton candy because the roses come through, the patchouli and a raspberry and that blueberry make it really quite unique as well. It's also just such a beautiful bottle. It means little black dress in French. And for me, the Le Petit Robe Noire range are so much better than the Mon Guerlain range that we hear so much about from Guerlain. I have an article on my website going through all the different versions, but if you like cherry, I recommend Eau de Parfum, but if you want something more floral, long-lasting, the Intense version. Orange Blossom is a great scent for lasting, and my favourite orange blossom, of course, is Elie Saab Les Parfums. I've been going on about this here on my channel for so long. This is a beautiful, sparkling orange blossom. It's incredibly classy, makes a great wedding fragrance, but you can wear it all throughout the year. It's so classy. It's beautiful orange blossom, and it does have good lasting power. It's an eau de parfum, and it just fills you with this champagne sparkling feeling. Very, very elegant, very classy. I love this perfume. I can't recommend it enough. And you can often find it discounted because it's been out for so long. But yeah, the original eau de parfum is the best in the range in my view. And then lastly, one that's great for lasting that's a bit different is Narciso Rodriguez For Her, the Eau de Parfum. So the Eau de Toilette version, which comes in the black bottle, has a hint of vanilla in, whereas the Eau de Parfum, which I have here in a little mini, which comes in a pink bottle, doesn't. This is all about a musk fragrance. Very, very classy, very clean feeling, very good for the office. And the Eau de Parfum has a bit of a rose in it, which the Eau de Toilette doesn't. And it just feels very elegant. I really recommend this. Yeah, it's kind of a bit, not like baby powder, but yeah, it just feels very clean, feminine, elegant, and it's just really inoffensive. I can't imagine anyone disliking this. And they've been around for such a while, and they're just such genius creation, these two. They can be a bit confusing because the black bottle comes in a pink packaging like this, but you have to check the back. It's a black bottle, and then the pink one comes in black packaging, so people are always buying the wrong one. But if you want one without any sweetness in and a bit of rose, it's the Eau de Parfum. The Eau de Toilette has some osmanthus in. It isn't sweet, but it does have a hint of vanilla in. But they're both great for lasting, even the Eau de Toilette. Cool, so those are my recommendations for great lasting perfumes without vanilla. Let me know what you would add to this collection. Are there any other ones you recommend that are great for lasting with no vanilla? Let me know in the comments. I do read all your comments. But that's it, guys. So thanks so much for watching. They'll all be linked down below in the description box, by the way, all the perfumes for all around the world. But that's it. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.